welcome to the Dogbox video. We're about to do some Dogbox stuff. For all y'all synchronized gearbox people out there, I just think you can shift as fast as I can, clutchless. Spoiler alert, you can't. And it's gonna hurt your transmission if you do it. All things aside, I just want to kind of make this video to kind of educate some people, show everybody what a Dogbox is like to drive on the street. A lot of different things that you can do with this type of gear engagement, and show you the reason why it is just so impressive and why it's great to have for racing. Obviously, I built this car for racing and at heart, but I've restored it back to a street car. I've kept everything, including the aluminum rods in the engine. But we're about to go take this thing out, film a quick video for you guys while we go get something to eat. So, sit back and relax and listen to all the turbo sounds, Dogbox sounds, gear whining, the whole dang 9 yards. Obviously, it is still a manual transmission. It still has a clutch. It works just like a regular manual transmission. I can't just throw it in gear or the car is going to just go, all right? I can, if I wanted to, I could just slam it in first gear, but I'm gonna go through the freaking wall. I have to use the clutch to get going. You hear the gears? That's the sound of the dogs engaging each other, all right? It's the exact same way as a regular transmission. Got the clutch in. Once you start going, technically, no, you do not have to use the clutch. I personally do. I was just making the shorts as an educational video. I was just showing the people that follow me what it's like to drive that. So now I'm making this video for all the people that just didn't know any more than they did and just thought that's the end of it. That something like this doesn't exist, or it's not possible, or what they do with their rev matching and gear floating is the same, and it's not. This is completely designed to do what I'm about to show you. Okay, so here we are again. This is basically where we were in the shorts. So now watch. I can use the clutch. You hear that? It still sounds the same. Now with no clutch, it shifts the exact same, okay? It matters not whether you use the clutch or not, all right? Now I can rev match it and everything. I can rev match it and downshift if I want, and just lift shift, all right? There's no way in hell any of you with a synchronized gearbox is going to shift it as fast as that. There is zero resistance between gears. Now watch closely. Third gear to fourth gear. Watch how fast I go from third to fourth without the clutch. Zero resistance. See that? Not happening. Alright? Once again, this is a lesson. And I'm not trying to freaking hate on anybody, but there's a lot of things that people just don't know. They pretend to know. Alright, we just went through one drive-through. We're gonna be going through the next drive-through. It's about as streetable as it gets, you know? Alright, now we're gonna be going to the next drive-through. I might have to shut the car off a couple times because, you know, they can't freaking hear me, but that's their problem. Alright, we're going to Taco Bell. We're at Taco Bell. Hold on, I gotta shut it off though because they can't hear me. Yes, could I get some chicken bowl thing? What is it?
Chicken power bowl?
Yes, that. I need that, please. Yes, I'm using the clutch right now because you have to. It's just like a sequential. You have to use a clutch to get going. Did he say that window? Yeah. Obviously, the point of this video is to show you the streetability of this. Also, that it is superior to synchronized gearboxes in some way. But this is basically what it's like legitimately to operate a gearbox on the street in your street car. We're going to do all the regular things that you would typically do. More food, collecting food, going off without a hitch. Now we're going to try to not smash my tube front into the ground. I know I took some concrete out of this. Where did I scrape?
Look at how many scrape marks there are.
Oh, I see. making great big gouge out of the concrete.
There's so many scrape marks here.
Alright, here. Now we're gonna be just cruising around in traffic, alright? Alright, here we go. We're coming to a stop. Clutch in, go to neutral. With the dog box. Up, clutch in, go to first gear, nothing special. It's like driving a regular transmission, alright? But here we go, we're just gonna slow shift. Clutch in, slow shift. Just like that. You don't have to be over aggressive with it. Now obviously the higher the RPMs, the faster you gotta shift because the faster things are moving. Once again, it's a slow shift. See that? Nice and quiet. Clutch in, slow shift. You can do the exact same thing, clutchless. It's a little bit louder only because you're not releasing all the tension off the gears, but it does the same thing. Once again, here we go. We're gonna go right to second gear, clutch in, second gear, and just take it nice and easy, just like you would typically do in a regular gearbox. Nice and slow shift. You know, obviously, with the lower RPMs, you can shift nice and slow. You don't have to be aggressive with it. So there's a lot of wrong information about these. A lot of people think you gotta be firm and fast and aggressive, and you really don't. It really just depends, and it's determined on your RPM level and how fast you're going. All of it's based around the speed of your gears and how fast your gearbox is moving. Alright, so here we go. This is the benefit of having a dog box. So we're just on gate pressure. So I originally planned on doing a lot more pulls this video, but it is dark now, and this car just, it goes to where it's gonna go extremely fast. So right now the deer are out pretty thick, and I am not about to risk that. So I did one for you guys where the deer can't be, and yeah, it's about to be the conclusion of the dog box video. This basically just, that's it. It's really not much different from driving a synchronized gearbox other than noise, and you know, it's a little bit more violent, but it is equally as streetable. Also, for those of you guys wanting to know about longevity, I've been using this box for a little over 3 years now. I built it myself years ago, and it's been great. Like, it's handled every single thing I've ever thrown at it. I've taken it on many hour road trips. Obviously, I drive it around all the time. I'm always beating on it. It's ready to go all the time, and it's the most consistent gearbox I've ever owned. I mean, that's with any dog box. Dog boxes are just great, regardless of the brand. At least for drivability wise.